Yeah. It's a Rise Up Family exclusive. Number one sports community organization in the world. Second to none. I know what it is. I had to do this. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You know what it is. Let's go, let's go. Rise Up Unlimited Radio Show. Brought to you by WDAP Radio, WDAP TV. I am your host, the Firestarter, Andre the Torch Robinson here, ready to get another one of these episodes in the books. It's Thursday night, football night. And I'd be amiss if I did not introduce myself and my guest, who's a brother. He really ain't a guest at all. My guy with the LA background, the Deadeye, the statistician guru, my guy, Eric Manzuck. What's good, Eric?
It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. Been a long time coming. Luckily, I had a day off today, so happy to be a part of it.
Man, I'm super excited about this, man. We got a whole lot to talk about. We got NFL to talk about. We got MLB to talk about. We got NBA to talk about. And we got some wrestling trivia for y'all out there, wrestling extraordinaires. I'm going to need y'all to like and share this show. WDAP Radio and WDAP TV presents to you Rise Up Unlimited, the radio show. So, Eric Manzuck, I got to talk about what's going on tonight in the sports world. First and foremost, the Dodgers and San Francisco Giants going at it tonight.
Yes.
Game 5, yes. 9:07 Eastern Time. TBS will be showing it, folks.
Yes.
And then there's another game. Obviously, you know, one of the greatest sports of all time in the NFL. At 8:20, folks. Fox will be showing, obviously, the Tampa Bay Bucks and the Philadelphia Eagles, folks. Put it in the comment section right now who you got winning this game. In fact, put it in the comment section who you got winning game 5 too. We want your thoughts. I can tell by your background, I already know who you got winning this joint game 5. Eric, just let us know a little bit on how you feel about these two games before we get into the rest of what's going on in the sports world tonight.
So first and foremost, I have been following this baseball series very closely, from Walker Buehler pitching to Max Scherzer pitching. I've seen, the offense of both teams be displayed, but here's my approach. In games 1 and 3 of this NLDS, the Dodgers have not scored a run. In games 2 and 4, they have scored a combined 16 runs. So obviously something is going wrong at the very first and third game for the Dodgers. But the game after that, they seem to explode on offense, making San Francisco look pretty much petty on both sides of the field, Tonight is a very critical night. San Francisco wins, they eliminate last year's World Series champions. The Dodgers win, they still have a shot to try to repeat as World Series champions. The Dodgers cannot afford to make any mistakes while batting, while on defense. They need to be at their very best tonight. They need to send a message. Same thing goes for San Francisco. They want to send a message that we can contend with the champs. We're better than the champs. Heck, we're better than the rest of the National League. Heck, we're going to be better than anybody in the American League. No disrespect to Houston or Boston. They earned their shot. I want LA to go out tonight and give it their all. Win or lose, I will accept the result, and I will move on and go from there. My pick is LA tonight. I hope they come out strong. Trey Turner, Justin Turner, Cody Bellinger, Mookie Betts, Corey Seager, they all got to be at their very best tonight. They really can, shine, make a difference, be the guy that can help lead them on. They do that, Dodgers win tonight.
Interesting enough, Eric Manzuck's got his camera off. Nevertheless, okay, he's back on. Here we go. Eric Manzuck is back in the building. I love that background, by the way. Brad, talk about this football game coming up. Thursday night football game against the Eagles and the Bucks.
This particular game does not look pretty. If you recall just what happened this past week, Tom Brady, for the first time in his illustrious career, had 5 touchdowns and threw for over 400 yards in the same game. We're talking, postseason, Super Bowl. This has never happened in the 20-plus years he's been in the NFL. This is a very first for him. Shout out to him. He literally, after all the talk last year about he was playing with an injury, with the MCL and all that with his knee, I got to give him credit. Being in his early 40s, still going and playing with guys that are in their young, early 20s to late 20s, he's still showing he has the drive to compete at the highest level. I got the utmost respect for that. How much time he has left, that's up to him. Should he stay healthy? And, he has a lot of, good people around him. I don't see why he couldn't play another 3 or 4 years. It's totally up to him and whether he has the drive. If he's successful and can reach, the, AFC Championship, NFC Championship year after year, then good for him. Philly, I just don't think this is going to be a good matchup for them. Too many, Jalen Hurts, he's still coming into himself. He's still figuring out how he fits in the offense. And I think once he does, he'll be more well-rounded. Can be like a two-way player, can be, both a passer and a rusher. But until that time, I've got Tampa Bay winning this game by 3 touchdowns, if not more.
All right. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now. I am posting your comments right here on the board. Obviously, Jay, Dalton, Brad, everybody's in here commenting right now. Here's my thought on this game, first and foremost. I want to put it out there. If you're a fantasy football player, DraftKings has the top picks. Jalen Hurts maybe getting 26 points tonight. Mike Evans, 19.7 points tonight. And Devonta Smith getting 13.3 points tonight. That's if you are a fantasy football phenomenon or fanatic. All right. Tom Brady this season already has 1,767 yards, 15 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Jalen Hurts has 13,065 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. The run game for these two, Jalen Hurts has pretty much been the run game for the Eagles as he has 3 touchdown runs as well. Mike Evans and Devonta Smith are the 2 wide receivers to be looking at tonight, along with Chris Godwin and others. I got an injury report here. Lavon David is out. Nick Levette is out. Kyle Trask is out for Tampa Bay, who's the backup quarterback. Antoine Winfield Jr. is out tonight. Out. The Eagles have Jack Anderson out. Lane Johnson out. Those are 2 offensive linemen that are out in this game. Matt McClain is out. Marlon Tupotu is out, the defensive tackle. And Gardner Minshew, obviously the backup quarterback, is out tonight. So Jalen Hurts, I hope you stay healthy. All right. Tampa Bay's averaging about 33 points a game in this one, averaging about 33 points. The Eagles average about 23 points a game. They're both averaging about 24 points on defense per game. Obviously, the offensive momentum goes to the Tampa Bay Bucks, who put up 443 yards per game, while the Eagles put up 389 yards. The Eagles allowed 351 yards. The Tampa Bay Bucks allowed 374 in the last 5 games. So first 5 games of the week, first 4 games because they haven't played 5 games. Tampa Bay has beaten New England, Miami. They've beaten Atlanta, all right, and they've beaten Dallas in week 1. They lost to the Rams, your Rams, by the way, your Rams. And the Eagles have won against Carolina, lost lost to Kansas City. They've lost to Dallas. They've lost to San Francisco. And they won 32-6 over the Atlanta Falcons. 71% of folks right now have it that the Tampa Bay Bucks will be winning this game tonight. Interesting enough. Like and share, folks. Like and share. By the way. Like and share. Yes.
Only 71? Wow.
Absolutely. We do it for the culture. You know that for sure, Jay. Definitely giving props to that guy that's up there, Kellen Lane. All right. Now, with that being said, we got a whole lot more going on in the sports world today. NHL is popping. The NHL season is going on. The Buffalo Sabres are actually up 2-0 on Montreal right now. All right. Second period, Ottawa's up 3-0 on Toronto. The Penguins getting beat early by the Panthers 2-0 early. We got Dallas at the end of 1-0 over the Rangers. 2-1 Carolina over the Islanders. We got the Columbus Jackets, Blue Jackets 2-0 over the Arizona Coyotes. We got Tampa Bay and Detroit going at it. And Detroit is up 1-0. The game is about to start with Seattle and Nashville. And then we got the Vegas Golden Knights playing the LA Kings tonight around 10:30. In college football, Navy and Memphis is going at it right now. It's 7-7. All right, Memphis and Navy, 7-7. Navy has the ball at the Memphis 31. All right, Syracuse and Clemson Friday. All right, Friday. Tune in to Friday. Syracuse and Clemson, Oregon and Cal. Number 9, Oregon against Cal coming up. LSU versus Florida. That's always a good one. Oklahoma State versus Texas. You got number 3, Cincinnati, who knocked off the Fighting Irish recently. They will be going against UCF. It'll be Georgia, number 1 Georgia against Kentucky, number 11 Kentucky. That is going to be a powerhouse of a game. Alabama has dropped all the way to number 5 after that shocking loss this past week. Iowa, number 2 in the nation. Number 2. All right.
Has
number
Iowa ever been ranked that high?
Yes, they are ranked that high. Oh, by the way, the NBA is going on too. At the half right now, the Hawks are up 24 on the Miami Heat. Brooklyn and Minnesota, 34-32. Minnesota with the edge on that one. OKC and Denver just started. 9:26 left in the first. We got OKC up 6-0. LA, the Lakers in Sacramento will play later on NBA TV tonight. And as it goes, we got some things to get into.
Really quickly, speaking of NBA, I don't know if you saw what happened last night.
No.
Dallas was playing Charlotte.
Yes, I saw that. Actually.
How do you get beat by 68 points in the preseason?
They don't care.
But 68 points?
It's preseason, Eric. It's preseason. They don't care. Preseason. You think they're getting beat by 68 points in the regular season?
We've seen a couple blowouts happen in the regular season.
That's true. I mean, we have. You're right about that. Definitely right about that.
We've seen the Warriors in the last couple of years get beat by 40, almost 50 points.
Right about that. Definitely right. Interesting enough, shocking about Alabama. This is great. Dalton Smith said, I don't know. Like and share. Please like and share. You are tuned in to Rise Up Unlimited, the radio show. All right. Please subscribe to Rise Up Family channel, Rise Up Family page. Yeah. Also, the channel on YouTube as well, and WDAP Radio and Entertainment on Spreaker.com as well, on Twitch. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. If you have not, click, subscribe now. Well, after the show. Watch the show. Then after the show, subscribe. All right. Eric, we're going to get right into this thing. NFL picks. You ready? We got to get into it. You got to get into the picks. Lance, what's good, Lance? What's going on? I see you in the building. What's up? We got to get into these picks. We can talk a little bit about last
all
week.
of them right here, my friend.
Let's get into these NFL picks coming up. You guys in the comment section, get interactive right now as we get to picking week number 6.
Yes, sir.
Week 6. All right.
You want me to start off with the list, or you got it?
Oh, you got it. Come on, Eric. You got it. Let's go. Let's get it.
First game, Miami, Jacksonville. Ugh.
What a doozy.
As much as I appreciate Trevor Lawrence trying to be an elite quarterback at such a young age, being a rookie, I still think Jacksonville has a number of issues offensively and defensively. I don't think that anything's going to change for that matter. I got Miami going 33-14 on this.
Miami and Jacksonville. First game up on the docket. Let's get one of these comments. Dalton Smith said the Jaguars. He's got the Jaguars in this one. All right?
You already know why. We know why, Dalton.
We know why. We know why. Shout out to that lady from Jacksonville, Ada Cruz. We already know that's Dalton's best buddy. So yeah, definitely Miami, Jacksonville, a Florida scorcher that has doozy written all over it. Doozy.
They are combined 1-9 on the season.
Yeah, it's got dumpster juice written all over it. I'm going to take Miami, though, only because I feel like Miami is going to be the better team on defense. I gotta take Miami. I'm taking Miami on this one. Okay?
All right.
I don't know if I trust any of the quarterbacks in this game whatsoever, but it is what it is, right? You gotta take this good with the sweet. I mean, the bitter with the sweet. All right, next game. I know next game is
yeah. Green Bay versus Chicago at Soldier Field.
I'm sorry. What soldiers are standing up for this one exactly? I'm just asking. I'm wondering. I'm just asking for a friend. Anybody out there? Who's standing up for this one? What soldiers is standing up for this one? Dalton already got the back.
This warrior right here standing up. This warrior soldier.
All right. Who you standing up with? Who you with?
As much as I respect Chicago having beaten the Raiders in Las Vegas 20-9, I know this is a big, NFC North matchup. It has been for many, many years. But I like Green Bay in this game. I think Aaron Rodgers is being the veteran quarterback he is. He still has so much knowledge. And, with Chicago, it's just the back and forth. You have your starter, your backup. I'm not so set with Nick Foles. I'm not. Aaron Rodgers is a much better quarterback. His touchdown or interception ratio is number one overall all time right now as it stands. The offense for Green Bay is just much better. And I like, the passing game, the run game. They can hit you with so many different weapons. I've got Green Bay winning this game 35-21.
Here's my prediction right here. Doesn't read the title. It says no tomato cans allowed. We talked about this earlier in the week. No tomato cans allowed. All right. So don't be throwing tomato cans when Green Bay is up like 35 points on this team, or they win resoundingly by like 20 plus points in this one. I got Green Bay, obviously.
Yeah,
they're on the raw. They're missing 5 legitimate players who have major impact, and they're starters, by the way. They're missing 2 offensive linemen. They're also missing that guy, Zadarius Smith, the best pass rusher for the team. They're missing him. This one is easy. This one is super easy. Eric, again, another doozy. Mm-hmm. Another doozy on for week 6, man. That's 2 doozies in a row. Do we got a third doozy coming up?
Oh, yeah.
I think we got a third doozy
we do. Cincinnati at Detroit.
Boy, oh boy. Why?
Here's my prediction. Cincinnati wins. Why? One problem for Detroit. Jared Goff. You guys already know my stance on him. I call him Jared get off the field. He has still not learned from his past mistakes out here in Los Angeles. He carried them over to Detroit, and now Detroit has to suffer. Why? Because Detroit is 0-5.
Eric, this is going to be a doozy, not just because Jared Goff. It's going to be a doozy because somehow Detroit's going to find a way to lose.
They don't have to find a way; they just will.
I mean, they must have that book. You know that book that they came out back in the day that made it so much easier to do things, like write papers, things of that nature. What did we call that book? What was that book called, Eric?
What was it called? Playmaking for Dummies?
Yes, Playmaking. Oh, yeah. How to Lose Football Games for Dummies.
NFL Football for Dummies.
Right. Authored by the Ford family. Okay. Authored by the Ford family. It's written and authored, illustrated by the Ford family. You can go pick it up now. It's hot off the presser, right in the 313 area. Right in the 313 area. Eminem's probably got the book too. He's reading it. Trying to tell
by the Goff family.
Right. Trying. He's trying to help them not lose by letting the organization know that it's time to win a football game. Jared Goff is overrated. I'm glad Dan Campbell is not coaching for the Saints. Oh my goodness. Dalton Smith doesn't like.
He ain't wrong. Jared Goff is overrated.
Yeah. I mean, matter of fact, if you're watching right now, I need you to predict how the Detroit Lions are going to lose this week. How are they going to lose this week?
I got Cincinnati beating them 38-17.
So this ain't going to be a close one. This ain't going to be Detroit give away the game off of like a punt that just goes backwards or something.
Joe Burrow may be a young quarterback, but he's already showing he can hang with the very best that's in the league. He has the arm strength. He can throw it downfield. I think he's going to have a phenomenal game. I think he throws anywhere from 300 to 400 yards, has at least 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Willem Bumbard, Jay Jones, Alex, what's up? Dan, what's up? Muhammad, what's good? I see you all tuned in right now, to the Rise Up family. Rise Up, Unlimited Radio Show brought to you by WDAP Radio and WDAP TV. We are on the Who You With segment as we predict our Week 6 football games right here. All right. Another doozy.
Yeah.
Eric. Oh my goodness.
At Indianapolis.
What is this? The doozy week? Just throw the whole week out.
Shout out to a certain Clemson fan that lives in the great state of Indiana. Shout out to Buck Flair on this one. I'm going Colts on this one at home. I saw how Indianapolis just played against Baltimore. And let me say this. I will tell everybody right now, Baltimore should not have won that game whatsoever. I mean, Indianapolis went into Baltimore. They were up 25-9 going into the fourth quarter. And what happened? You let Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore offense march down the field and reclaim the game, and they end up beating you 31-25. I'm sorry, Baltimore. I'm sorry, Indy. You can't show that kind of offense and then play no defense. You don't go into someone's house and beat up on them and then say, you know what, we were kind of rough. We want to apologize here. You win. You can't do that. You just can't do that. So I expect them to come back from that unbelievable, horrible game that they played in the fourth quarter against the Ravens. And I expect them to take that frustration out on the Texans. I got Indy winning 31-17.
All right, yeah, I got the Colts as well. Dalton's got the Colts too, 24-13. I'm taking the Colts in this one. Hopefully the Colts can get back to Colts football last year, Colts football. Breaking news, Colts and Texans on Cartoon Network coming up this week.
This next game is going to be ugly.
Oh, my goodness. Kansas City at Washington.
Ooh.
Let's talk about that one a little bit, Eric. Kansas City at Washington.
As you guys all know, I follow Kansas City, and I've been studying them. One of the greatest offenses that the NFL has ever seen. The trio of, Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill. Then you add, Robinson. You add Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They can be dangerous, very dangerous. But what I just saw Buffalo do to Kansas City was almost like watching what Tampa Bay did to Kansas City in the Super Bowl.
It was a great sight to see.
Yeah, teams are figuring out how to shut down Kelsey and Hill. As much as I said, and I stated outright that no one can, teams are beginning to figure out this offense. And unless they figure out how to, stop trying to go for the long ball and make, short to midfield passes, downfield, Kansas City is going to have a rough time. You can only protect Patrick Mahomes for so long before the defense finally gets to him. We saw it happen with Buffalo. Buffalo outplayed them from start to finish. After that first quarter, Buffalo was firing on all cylinders. Despite the rain coming down so heavily, and we know how hard it is to play in the rain when the ball gets that slippery. It's hard to throw, it's hard to catch. Kansas City has to bounce back from that devastating loss. That really hurt them. This is the first time in years that Kansas City has been dead last in the AFC West. For the past, 3 or 4 years now, Kansas City has been atop the AFC West at the end of the regular season. Things need to change for them. And I got Kansas City winning 38-14.
Well, it's a good thing that you mentioned that, Eric. The Washington football team, first and foremost, has not been playing the defense that they were accustomed to last year. Not at all. They've given up more than 28 points every game, I think, this year. Kansas City is going to score 28 plus. Dalton's got them 28-21. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs too. This is one of those games where they need to redeem themselves and get back on track. The Buffalo Bills beat the brakes off of Kansas City.
Oh, perfect.
And I don't want to hear. Oh well, the Kansas City Chiefs gave away the game to the Buffalo Bills. I don't want to hear that. That's a lie. Stop that line. Stop that line right now. Stop that line right now.
There was no
they didn't get that game away. They didn't get that game away.
No.
They got outcoached and beat up, period. They got beat up. The Kansas City Chiefs are used to those little quick drive scores, and teams are becoming accustomed. They would rather make the Chiefs drive the ball, 13, 14, 15 play drives in order to score 7 points. I call the Kansas City Chiefs the Kansas City Quickies. They love scoring real quick. All right, that's their whole hit and miss game. Scoring quick. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Somebody put in the comment section earlier, said the reason why that the Bills beat the Kansas City Chiefs is because Josh Allen's girlfriend boob rack is ignorant. Boobs is ignorant. And Patrick Mahomes girl looks quite ignorant, as you see from out her mouth. If you watch this picture, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up the picture. I gotta get the picture. I'm gonna get the picture before the end of the show. I'm showing this picture. It's hella hilarious. But I need everybody to hashtag boobs are ignorant. And that's motivation for winning and losing. Okay, all right. So Kansas City is used to the quick game. They love the quick game. All
yes,
right?
They do.
People are catching on to them, and I don't think Patrick Mahomes is the same. I'm gonna be honest with you. Whether it's the Super Bowl loss or whether it's the injury he suffered last year, I see a lot of balls in the dirt this year. A lot of overthrows from Patrick Mahomes. I don't know if it's it's a new season. We got a whole bunch of fans back. I don't know, man. I don't know whether it's his It looks like it's a mechanical thing to me. Even when he comes out the pocket, even running, he looks like a step. He looks like he's a step off.
You're not wrong.
So I mean, this one,
his timing is completely off.
Yeah, I do not see the Washington football team though taking advantage of any of that. So nope. I definitely have the Washington football team taking a loss this week to the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think the Chiefs are going to put up like 30-plus points this week. Now, my Edwards-Helaire is out, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's
all right.
We saw that injury.
Just want to put that out there. We skipped the game.
Yeah, the Rams at the Giants.
Yes, we skipped the Rams at the Giants. Oh, my goodness. This is a doozy.
This is not pretty for several reasons.
Oh, my goodness.
And I made this statement last year. You can quote me on this. I told everybody, just because the game wasn't high scoring for the Rams doesn't mean that defensively the Rams were not going to get after Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones ran into Aaron Donald, and he went down. And this is a problem that I have when people go, the Rams, they could start great. They're not going to finish great. I've always mentioned consistency and how incredibly, crucial it is from start to finish for the regular season. Same with every team. Just because you start great doesn't mean you can trail off through midway through the season and then try to regain that momentum. For the Rams, this game, sending a message. I'm well aware Arizona is undefeated and they lead the NFC West. The Rams are number 2. They want to send a message that just because they lost to Arizona doesn't mean they're still not a team to contend with. I do not see this being a close game whatsoever. Matthew Stafford has shown he can fit in this LA system perfectly. The relationship he has with Sean McVay, the relationship he has with the offense, his offensive line, Deshaun Jackson, Van Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, Tyler Higbee, Robert Woods, Darrell Henderson. He has gotten to know these guys so well. This Rams offense can put up numbers, and I think they're going to do exactly that. I've got the Rams winning this game 37-13.
Yeah, I got the Rams winning this one. It ain't even nothing to talk about.
No.
Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley.
No.
I'm just the whole time. This is a doozy. MetLife, you're gonna need MetLife insurance for this one.
I'm predicting Daniel Jones gets sacked at least 4 or 5 times.
Jesus. Another doozy, folks. By the way, you could call 716-481-8249. That's the call line. All right. I got a call line here. All right. You are watching Rise Up Unlimited, the radio show on WDAP Radio, WDAP TV. All right. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in right now. Next week, I'm going to have some more sponsors. I'll put some more sponsors in there. Shout out some folks that's doing a lot of positive things in the community. We were just talking about the Rams and Giants. If you're just tuning in, we are on the Who You With segment. All right. Week 6 picks right here. Week 6 picks.
For the NFL. This next game's ugly.
What's going on? Marcus Betts is in the house, tuned in. What's up, family?
Minnesota at Carolina.
That's right. Minnesota at Carolina coming up. Minnesota, Carolina. What's up, Marcus Betts? What's good, Playboy?
Shout out to the Alphabet Show, Marcus Betts and Ramona Die.
For sure.
This game is, is Christian McCaffrey still out with the hamstring injury?
Yes, he is.
Okay, then offensively, Carolina's still hurting. And Sam Darnold coming over from New York really isn't doing much for them anyway. I mean, you got a Carolina team that's 3-2. After the start of being 3-0, they had one of the top defenses in the league. They're holding opponents to very low scoring, very low, total yards per game. And the last 2 weeks have been just dismal for them. The loss with McCaffrey has just hurt them. He's a very vital part to that offense. Running, catching, he does so much for this team. But
actually, I'm sorry. Christian McCaffrey, excuse me for a second. Christian McCaffrey is questionable for this game. So is Shaq Thompson. So is C.J. Henderson. So is Camille Martin, all right? And for the Minnesota Vikings, you got Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Myles Johnson, Alexander Mattison, and Cameron Danzer, who are all questionable. Matter of fact, Johnson is on the injury reserve.
Correct.
So there's your injury report on that game.
I'm not a fan of Kirk Cousins or Sam Darnold, but Sam Darnold has shown some improvement fitting in with this offense. They can protect him better than the Jets did. We all saw how, he was seeing ghosts, playing against the Patriots at MetLife. So that's no surprise to anybody. I just think this offensive line can do more for him. It's got a better coaching system around him. I like Carolina in this. No disrespect to Kirk Cousins, but he's not a reliable quarterback. Minnesota, there's so many unknowns with them from week to week. They can have a strong week, a bad week. We never know. But I like Carolina in this 28-14.
Well, I'll be very honest. This is one where, originally the Panthers were 3-0 to start the season. And then afterwards, they've lost 2 straight games. Minnesota, who was supposed to be a better team coming up this year, has been quite abysmal. They've been quite disappointing. And for that reason, I call this game the it's the hot and cold game of the week.
Score update: Tampa's already up 7-0.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just wondering,
like, is anybody surprised?
Yeah, anybody surprised right now? No. But I will say this. This is definitely shout out to Katy Perry, by the way, for that snippet. We got the hot and cold game of the week. All right. We don't know what they're going to do, what team you're going to see. I'll take the Panthers in the hot and cold game of the week. All right. I'll take the Panthers. Dalton's got them 27-20.
This next game is a must watch, and this goes to every football fan. You got the Chargers at the Ravens.
Now we get into some good games.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, yeah.
Wow.
I'll be honest.
This week.
I really was doubting Justin Herbert, and this LA offense. I really was doubting them. After what I'd seen last year, I still had my doubts about Justin Herbert. But from what I've seen and what he just did against the Cleveland Browns, I got to give credit where credit is due. This is a completely transformed player. I'll equivalent this to everyone that was talking about Josh Allen after his first 2 years, saying Josh Allen wasn't really going to transform. And what did he come out in his third year and do? He threw for over 400 yards. He had multiple games of 300-plus passing yards. He's already done that this year. He just set a record for most passing yards in his young career. The Chargers are atop the AFC West. This Baltimore team needs to be careful. They cannot underestimate what the Chargers are capable of on offense and on defense. Granted, yeah, they gave up 42 points. All right, fair enough. But that can all be corrected. What LA needs to do is be careful of Lamar Jackson on the run. We already seen what Lamar Jackson can do with that run offense. Baltimore has been one of the top rushing teams for the last several years because of him. So this is one game I'm going to watch very closely. But being that it's at home, I'm going to give the edge to Baltimore. Baltimore wins 31-28.
You giving it to Baltimore, huh?
I may be in LA, but I'll stick with the Rams.
Listen, I'm going to be very honest with you. The Chargers are actually, if today the playoffs started, the Chargers would be the number 1 seed in the AFC right now, surprisingly. Right? I know you're looking like, huh? The Chargers?
Over Buffalo? Yeah, I'd be a little surprised.
Yeah, the Ravens would be number 2. I don't know how, but let's be real. Justin Herbert is serious and for real. I think he's going to be a spectacular presence for the NFL for the years to come. The guy has been dope since he got birthed into the NFL as a quarterback. He's been really, really good. 4,000 plus yards. He's putting up numbers, making the Chargers offense look really good, and they probably will be a playoff team this year. If they continue to do what they've been doing, they would probably be a playoff team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they take. I wouldn't be surprised if they take the division, sir. I'm ready to make a hot take early. How many people think that the Chargers can win the division? Put it in the comment section. Do you think the Chargers can win the division? Matter of fact, that is the question of the day right here on your Rise Up Unlimited radio show on WDAP Radio, WDAP TV. Your question of the day is, can the Chargers win the division? Can they win the division? And explain why. You can call to 716-481-8249. All right. I think Justin Herbert has been playing phenomenal. I think Lamar Jackson has been playing pretty good too. Do you think the Chargers is the best team in the AFC though?
No, I don't. The Chargers have shown they have a really good offense with Justin Herbert as the quarterback. But right now, from what I've seen, I'd give the edge to Buffalo.
Oh, you paying some respect, huh? You paying some respect.
I just saw Buffalo go into Kansas City and beat them by 18 in the rain. Josh Allen outplayed Patrick Mahomes. Simple as that. There's no other way to look at it. Josh Allen was the superior quarterback in that game. It is what it is. Patrick Mahomes had a bad game. That team on offense just had no life. They really wasn't putting up a fight on defense. They were letting Josh Allen get to where he needed to. Dawson Knox was basically outplaying the defense. And he proved he's an elite tight end, and Buffalo's offense and defense has shown why they're where they are. So I'd give Buffalo the edge as the best team in the AFC.
Ron, what's good? Ron Enix in the house too. Shout out to Ron Enix as well.
Ron, hope you're doing well, bud.
Definitely hope he's doing really well.
So let me ask you the question. Do you think Buffalo's the best team in the AFC?
Yes, without a doubt.
Okay, then.
Absolutely. Not even a thought.
All right.
That's not even a question. I'm not even second guessing it. Most folks will say, well, it sounds biased because he's from Buffalo. No. Buffalo has, well, we'll get into that a little later. I really want to talk about this Chiefs. I want to talk about the Chargers. I want to talk about the Chargers Ravens just a teeny bit. And I just want to say that I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers beat the Ravens. I just wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
They have the offense to beat the Ravens. The Ravens defense hasn't been the greatest this year. I'm going to be honest. Dalton asked an interesting question. Does Lamar not trust his run game since J.K. Dobbins is injured? I think it has made Lamar Jackson have to, drop back to pass more. That J.K. Dobbins is not playing this season. We've seen Lamar Jackson drop back 40 sometimes. That's not usually Lamar Jackson. It's not his speed. 400 plus yards. He dropped 400 plus yards in the last game that they just won. Not what you're typically used to seeing Lamar Jackson do. I think Lamar Jackson only had one other 300-yard game before that one.
Might have been the football season.
So, I mean, it's not what you're accustomed to when it comes to Lamar Jackson. But I will give Lamar Jackson his props. He's definitely playing lights out. Definitely don't sleep on the Ravens. All right. Shout out to everybody that's in Baltimore right now. Don't sleep on the Ravens. I'm just taking Justin Herbert in this case. I think he's super special. All right. That's the only difference. All right.
This next game is about to be wow. Arizona at Cleveland.
Whoa. Wow.
The only undefeated team left going up against the same Cleveland team that just lost to the Chargers. I'll let you go first on this one.
Would you say that this is the game of the week?
Yes.
All right.
Only because Arizona is undefeated and they're the only one left.
Well, I will be very honest. I would be amiss to say that I've liked what I've seen from Cleveland this season. I also would be amiss to say Kyler Murray is probably a MVP candidate already and probably leading the MVP vote. All right. We talk about guys who are going to lead the NFL to the future. I think Kyler, along with Justin Herbert, right there, 1A, 1B, leading your future into the future. All right. I like what, hey, you know what's funny? A couple of weeks, a matter of fact, maybe a month or so ago, we were talking about the Arizona Cardinals. Remember when they picked up J.J. Watt? And we were like, the Cardinals ain't going to do nothing. I will be the first to apologize for all those that are in the Sun Devil state. All right, I want to apologize right off the jump. I owe you an apology because the Arizona Cardinals are red hot. Eric, they smoked your team.
I underestimated them, without a doubt. I beyond underestimated them. I thought based off what had happened the previous 8 and 9 games with LA beating them up badly, both ends of the field, whether it was out here in LA at the Coliseum or at SoFi or even over in Arizona, the Rams had their number for the last 3-4 years, and I thought that trend wasn't going to change. I was wrong. Woo! Was I wrong? Kyler Murray showed me that he is, even being as young as he definitely is MVP material right now, and he's got Arizona right where he wants them. They're undefeated. They're going into Cleveland, and Cleveland's going to be loud, loud, loud. And as long as LeBron's not there, Cleveland might have a chance to win.
Ha, ha, ha. Hilarious how you had to throw that LeBron James pun. And by the way, the score is 7-7 right now. If you're watching Thursday night football, what was supposed to be the doozy game, Philly just scored. By the way, the Power Index has Cleveland winning this game 52% to 48%. So it's close. It's close.
You know what else is sad about this? Cleveland is actually favored in this game by 3.5 over an undefeated team.
Dalton's got Cliff Kingsbury winning Coach of the Year. Interesting enough. Yes, they are favored by 3.5 points too, because of course it's in Cleveland, and you know Cleveland rocks. So yes, of course they got it in Cleveland. By the way, injury report for this game: Kyler Murray is questionable, Chase Edmonds questionable, Darnell Daniels questionable, Byron Murphy Jr. is questionable, Marco Wilson questionable for the Arizona Cardinals. For the Cleveland Browns, Denzel Ward questionable, Greg Newsome questionable, Nick Chubb questionable, Kareem Hunt questionable, David Njoku questionable.
Oh no, that right there. Those 3 names, 2 of your running backs and the tight end. That right there, if they don't play, you can just give this game to Arizona.
Yeah. I mean,
Arizona's rely on Odell Beckham the entire game.
I mean, Arizona's averaging 31.5 points per game while giving up only 19 points. They get 430 yards of total offense. And they only give up 369 yards. Cleveland gives up 322 yards, and they put up more yards than the Birds, the Redbirds. They put up more yards by like 5 yards, 435.6 yards per game for the Cleveland Browns. They're 3-2. They lost to Kansas City. They lost to the Chargers. 2 AFC West teams, 0-2. All right. we already know the Cardinals have beaten the Titans. I mean, they smoked the boots off the Titans. That was the shocker of the year when they smoked the boots off the Titans week 1, and then they turned around. They won a nail biter against Minnesota. They won against Jacksonville. They smoked the boots off of the Rams 37-20, and then they won it last week 17-10, a hard-nosed football game against the San Francisco 49ers. All right, so they have shown they can win in multiple ways. In this one, though, I think I'm going to take Cleveland to be the team because of the pass rush. They have pass rush. They have good secondary play. I'm going to take Cleveland to knock the Cardinals off and give them their first loss. All right, I'll take Cleveland. All right, what's our next game? Statistician Guru.
Yeah, I'll also, you know what? I'm going to be a surprise. I'd say Arizona goes 6-0.
Wow. Okay. You want to make a healthy wager, Eric? Let's spice it up a little bit. Let's spice it up. I'll take Cleveland. You take Arizona. All right. If I lose, which Rocco already beat me with Arizona once this year. I have to put the Arizona Cardinals on my profile pick for 2 weeks. Not 1, but 2. I already owe Rocco 1. I'll put it up for 2 weeks. All right. But if you lose, I want to see a Cleveland Rocks on your joint.
I will publicly post it on my Facebook page for you.
All right, there we go. All right, we got the profile pick. The profile pick bet is in. Okay. Why do you? I just got to ask this question. Why do you got Arizona winning this game, like specifically?
I think Arizona they've shown that, they want to be the best. They have, all season long. I already said I had doubted Arizona. They proved me wrong. Kyler Murray is stepping up in a way I didn't think he was going to. He has taken command. He has shown that he is a leader at such a young age. He's leading this entire team, with the addition of J.J. Watt on defense. You still got Larry Fitzgerald, going at it another year. The addition of DeAndre Hopkins, D-Hop, he's got a lot of weapons. He's a weapon himself. He can move very, very quickly if he has running room. I like how much protection he got. I've got his numbers right here. Kyler Murray this year alone, 124 of 165. It's almost 1,700 yards passing, 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Baker Mayfield has the same amount of throwing touchdowns as Kyler's got interceptions. I don't think, it's Baker Mayfield, versus Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray's going to have a better game offensively, and Arizona wins. And granted, I'm not taking anything away from Cleveland on defense. What they've got there, the addition of Jadeveon Clowney, matched it up with the Barrett, right? Myles Garrett. There we go. I just think, Arizona is poised to go in on the road and take this game.
All right. Interesting enough. All right. What's our next game, Eric?
Oh, boy. The Las Vegas Raiders at the Denver Broncos. AFC West Showdown.
Oh, boy. AFC West Showdown, huh?
Yeah, we got both teams at 3-2.
Another one of those hot and cold games. What happened to these two teams? What happened?
Do you want to start with John Gruden, or do you want to go somewhere else with this one?
Oh, Lord Jesus. We definitely got to speak on him.
Oh, because that's where this is all going to start. John Gruden. That's where this all goes back to for the Raiders. Start 3-0. The talk of the town, Raiders. How far can they go? Can they keep the momentum? Can they be undefeated? Can they be a legit Super Bowl contender? Look what's happened the last 2 weeks. and then just getting beat at home by Chicago 20-9. This does not look like the same Raiders team. And I have John Gruden to blame for that, as would a lot of people right now. And after what just unfolded and what was revealed, yeah, he was right to leave.
Sources say they knew Thursday. Sources said they did that on purpose, in spite of John Gruden.
Right. You knew, but
So let me say this. Let me state this first and foremost. I think the Broncos win this game first and foremost.
Wow, that's a home-wrecking pick.
I'm going to not pick the Raiders for the rest of the season.
Because of the incident off field, or just because you want Denver to win?
Because of the whole synopsis, the whole situation in itself. I'm not picking the Raiders for the rest of the season. Sorry, Marie Samuels. I hope I don't offend you or hurt your feelings. Well, I'm not going to hurt your feelings. I'm sure you probably don't even want to pick them for the rest of the season after that. But I think that the Broncos have a better defense. Von Miller is still alive and kicking. That defense is pretty good. The back end is pretty good. I think that this has been a major distraction for the team. Eric, I'll let you talk more about it, and then I'll finish capping it up.
I'll just put it plain and simple. This incident is something that the Raiders are going to have to move past. You worry about it off the field. Don't let it be a distraction on the field. Because if you do that, you're allowing something that has nothing to do with you to be a mental distraction while you're playing. For 60 minutes, you got to go out there and give it your all, week in and week out, regardless if you're at home or you're on the road. You can't let what your coach did affect how you play physically out there. That's not something you're raised or taught to do. You play with your heart. You go out there, you give it all you got. Regardless of what has transpired and what will happen later down the line for him is irrelevant to what you do on the field. You need to go out there, show support for your teammates, play with everything you got. Simple as that. If the Raiders want to have any chance this year and be a legit threat in the AFC and the NFC West, they're going to have to win this game, and I hope they do. I'm taking the Raiders on the road 27-21.
I'm taking the Broncos. I'm going to take the Broncos, and I'll reverse that pick. I'll say Broncos 27, Raiders 21. And I got a salute here's a salute to you, John Gruden, before I get into talking about you and the buffoonery thereof. All right, this is for you. Right here on WDAP Radio. Bring the horns in for this one too.
Let it play out.
Oh yeah, I gotta let it play out.
I'm sorry, it's Rent is amazing. If anyone hasn't seen Rent, go check it out.
Man, listen, I did that on purpose. 525,600 emails. How do you measure a buffoon of the year? Is it in comments, in statements, in stupidity? I just want to know.
In showers.
Listen, in the daytime, in the nighttime, I'm just wondering, like, this dude seriously.
Dude, this dude, the cuffs.
Right. This dude literally had the gall. Like, yo, it's a sad situation when you get caught when somebody else is being investigated. Like, they were investigating the Washington football team, and just so happened There's like 68. They're saying like there's 68,000 emails from 10 years ago. Like, what in the heck? Yo, what was you doing there? This dude, what was his off time? What did his off time look like? Like, he's got emails talking about Michael Sam from when he was an NFL player. Like, are you kidding me? And that's why I played this in the beginning. Shout out to all those people who love to be themselves. Right? Shout out to that. John Gruden. Bruh.
You messed up.
I feel for you, sir. I feel for you. This is a society where they do not play that mess. It was good that you caught a hold of it quick and resigned yourself. I mean, did it get rid of the backlash? No. But bruh, you was getting fired anyway. It was over.
That was
over. I mean, he's got some derogatory comments. I mean, I could pull up some of the articles, some of the stuff that was said, but I really don't want to. I don't want to put those negative, derogatory comments on this broadcast. No. But I will say that I don't know why people are shocked about John Gruden. He's been arrogant from the jump.
Yep,
he's been arrogant for years.
Just look at him in
those emails. Those emails only like put a even more spotlight on his personality.
Oh yeah,
the personality that he already had, the arrogant personality. All right, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked by any of those emails. But what I do want to know is who else is involved in them emails. Mm-hmm. I heard Adam Schefter might be involved too.
Adam Schefter?
Yeah, I heard Adam Schefter is in too.
And he's always sometimes the first to report, you know? That makes me wonder. These next two games, no, we got 3 games to go. Oh, boy. You ready for this one?
Go ahead.
We've got, shout out to Marcus Betts, the Dallas Cowboys going up against Dallas Oliver's New England Patriots. Wow. All right. Dallas versus New England. You know, yeah, do we even really need to discuss this game? This is Dallas winning all over it. I get, you're playing up in Foxborough. I get it. It's cold this time of year. I get it. But this is just, we all just saw what Dallas did to the Giants. I don't see that transition changing. I've got Dallas winning this game 34-10. Losing Cam Newton just has hurt them. Matt Jones coming in being the rookie, he's not where he needs to be yet. And I don't see this game being any different. Dallas 34-10. That's all I can say.
Dallas Cowboys have been red hot. Do you think the Dallas Cowboys could be the best team in the NFC?
In the NFC, no. For the NFC East, yes.
Speaking of NFC East, Tampa Bay is up 14-7 right now.
And they have the ball back.
Yes, they do. They have the ball as well.
Yeah, this about to get ugly.
It's good. I mean, it's 3rd and 11, though, Eric. I mean, the Eagles putting up a little fight, They putting up somewhat of a fight right now.
They scored and got the ball back off defense. Yeah. There's 12:55. Tampa marches down the field. This is going to get ugly. If it's 28-7 at halftime, don't say I didn't warn you guys this was going to be ugly.
The match predictor has Dallas winning this game. 56% of folks have Dallas winning this game. I mean, Dak Prescott has played pretty damn good. 122, 165, over 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Zeke Elliott is back on a roll.
So you got Dallas winning this game.
Yeah, I have Dallas winning this game over New England.
All right. And then the Sunday night game. Seattle travels to Pittsburgh. You already know about the history between Pittsburgh and Seattle, my friend.
Seattle-Pittsburgh seems like an interesting interesting game.
No Russell Wilson.
No Russell Wilson.
He is out after the injury sustained by the former Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. He has a broken tendon in his middle finger on his throwing hand, out 6 to 8 weeks.
I don't know, Eric. That's going to be okay. So I'm just going to say the Seattle season may be over.
Yeah, I'll see
it.
Geno Smith, he came in. I watched that Rams Seahawks game. Geno Smith, and having thrown a touchdown for the first time since 2017, he led a 98-yard drive that started at the 2-yard line. I will give him credit. I didn't think he still had it, but he did. Now they're going to have to rely on him. He's now going to be the primary starter until Russell Wilson comes back. It could go well. It could go horribly wrong. We will see what happens with Geno Smith being the starter going into Pittsburgh. And shout out to Ramona Dow, the First Lady of Rise Up. I know Pittsburgh has had, its fair share of injuries. I still think Pittsburgh offensively will be much better in this game. I think defensively, what they've got going, especially when they play at home, Mike Tomlin, a phenomenal head coach going up against Pete Carroll, phenomenal coach at USC in his own right, now with Seattle. I just think Pittsburgh's going to be much better on both sides of the field. Pittsburgh wins this game 30-24.
I do have Pittsburgh winning this game. Seahawks defense is terrible. Dalton Smith is right about that. Totally right. I'll take Pittsburgh. I'll take them 27-17.
Wow, that's quite the score.
Yeah, 27-17. I'll give Pittsburgh. I'll give Seattle the benefit of the doubt. I think they could put a couple points on the board, even without Russell Wilson.
Okay.
What's our next game, real quick? I know we are running over time. Nevertheless,
this is actually the final game, and this is Monday Night Football. Buffalo, Tennessee. You go first.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. The Buffalo Bills, number one team. Yeah, let me get a close up on this one, so y'all can hear this clearly. The Buffalo Bills are the best team in the AFC. No questions asked. They're the best team in the AFC. Point blank. Period.
Oh, without a doubt.
Best defense, only giving up 11 points per game. One of the best offenses in the league right now. They've got the run, pass, mix going. I'm excited. This is not the Tennessee game from the COVID season in which the Bills, I'm just going to say it, the Bills didn't play well, and they played like they were afraid of the Titans, to be honest with you, with the whole COVID situation that went on. Not an excuse for getting your tail spanked, and not an excuse for Josh Norman getting the stiff arm that the world could hear. The whole world could hear that stiff arm in that game. But I will say that the Buffalo Bills have done a better job, and particularly, I'm going to be honest with you, Derrick Henry does not have great games against the Buffalo Bills. So if you can take away the run and you can neutralize, they neutralized Travis Kelce and neutralized Tyreek Hill. If you can neutralize Julio Jones and A.J. Brown, the Buffalo Bills can definitely get down with another victory. And the Tennessee Titans defense isn't the greatest defense in the league. So I'm going to take Buffalo in this one. And I think Buffalo is going to put up 34 points. I really do. I think the Bills will put up 34. And I think the Tennessee Titans will put up 24. And right now, 72%. Right now, 72% have Buffalo winning this game, as they should. Josh Allen is in the elite status right now. 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 1,300 plus yards this season. He's in elite status right now. We know Derrick Henry is in elite status. He's in elite status, though. You got to give Josh Allen his props.
Injury report for this game. Matt Milano is questionable for Buffalo. On the Titans side, Caleb Farley, Taylor Lewan, Tier Tart, Jeremy McNichols, and Chester Rogers all listed as questionable.
Yeah, definitely.
But my prediction, I've got Buffalo 41-17.
Ooh. That's a scorcher. 41-17. All right. With that being said, you just got the Who You With segment. Myself, the fire starter, Andre DeSorge Robinson, and Eric Manzuck, the statistician guru, Deadeye, is in the building. All right. I know we're running over a little bit over time, but nevertheless, I honestly wanted to get into some NBA talk with Kyrie Irving, things of that nature. Also wanted to do some trivia, but I don't see too many people for this doggone trivia, and I'm not asking Eric the questions, and Eric ain't gonna ask me the questions. So you guys support. We'll come up with another time. I think, you know what? Tomorrow is a good day. Actually, tomorrow's Friday. You got the Alphabets football talk show. But then after that, you have nothing. And before that, you have nothing. So I'm thinking maybe Friday might be a good day to do so right before SmackDown, 6 o'clock. You guys could tune in to what is going to be the Jaw You Show. And I have an exclusive clip from my guy, Big Time, Bill Collar. I have an exclusive clip. I haven't even played this clip at all, Eric. Not even close. I haven't played it. I haven't tweeted it. It is exclusive because I think this joint will go bang, bang, bang. If you put it out there when the time is right. But my guy, shout out to ESW. Shout out to Empire State Wrestling. It was a phenomenal event, by the way, that went down. You had Bill Collar, Danny Garcia. You had Frankie Feathers, Vinny Moon, all those guys. It was definitely a good event, something worth seeing. If you have not supported ESW, you should go look them up. Go look at their Facebook page. I mean, they got AEW guys on there wrestling in ESW. Hint, hint, my exclusive with Big Time Bill Collar. Got to give him his props, man. Him and Ace Romero had a phenomenal match at the event. Just super dope, man. Shout out to my son Jeremiah Robinson, by the way, the champ that runs the camp. Shout out to him. Definitely, he had a good old time, fun old time. Gotta get this trivia in. Gotta definitely get it in. So Friday, tomorrow, all right, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern on the Horn. We got to get this trivia in before SmackDown. All right, I'm gonna try to get it in. Ain't no football game, so I don't want to hear don't do trivia before football during a football game. I don't want to hear it. All right. You support and positivity. Who you want, when you want, how you want. So shout out to you guys. By the way, Rise Up Unlimited Radio Show, WDAP Radio, WDAP TV. Want to thank Angelita and David Allen for giving us the opportunity to do this show on their network, on WDAP Radio and WDAP TV. I am the fire starter, obviously. Eric, any last thoughts real quick before we go?
Just really quickly, Kyrie Irving will not be offered the max extension of a 4-year, $186 million deal.
No, And in fact, I don't know if he's even going to be a Brooklyn Net.
Nope, I don't think so.
But guess what? I don't blame Kyrie Irving, and stand for what you believe in. Stand for what you believe in. This COVID situation has been a doozy for many.
Andrew,
but
Wiggins.
I will say this on the radio, Eric. I have to say this right now. I know we've had conversations about this, but I have to say this: for those people who are condemning folks to do things, if you don't know about the vaccination, if you don't know about the vaccination, if you don't have the facts about the vaccination, I want you to please zip it and let the person who it involves, let them decide for themselves. If something happened, it's on them. If it doesn't happen, it's good on them. Let them decide and stop telling people what they should and shouldn't do. It should be your choice. There should never be an opportunity where another person should open their mouth about what somebody else is doing with their own body, with their own skin. All right. People die from drinking water every day. People get infected from just breathing on people. Like, I need y'all to stop this oversaturation of trying to tell people what to do. Stop it, please. Let people live their life. That's all I'm gonna say. With that being said, in a nutshell, Eric, we got to get in the groove of doing this more often. All right, I'm liking the background too, man. The background is dope.
Oh yeah, so
Absolutely, the Great Mamba, 824, 8 and 24. All right.
Rest in peace to Kobe.
Make sure y'all tune in again next week. Rise Up Unlimited radio show right here. Firestarter and the statistician guru teaming up to give you what we just gave you. Enjoy Thursday night football, as right now, before we go, it is still 14-7 Tampa Bay, 3rd and 4 at the Tampa Bay 45. 9:17 left in the second quarter. Enjoy. All right. Enjoy your day. We appreciate you. And with that being said, we're out of here. All right. See y'all again next week.
Peace and love, everybody. Go Rams, by the way. Oh, and to everyone that participates tomorrow in trivia, best of luck. A lot of questions. All wrestling.